Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Gather round, gather round. We're here for another United team talk. And as you can see by the title, it's the big one, people. The biggest game of the season thus far. Manchester United taking on Liverpool at Old Trafford. Sunday, 4:30 kickoff. It's going down. I've got a special guest in the background. I mean, I respect his football knowledge. I've got to know him. I've got to know him a couple months, but yeah, I'm respecting the grind. He knows what he's talking about. He's one of the nice Liverpool fans that I know, so it's only right that I get him on. But guys, I'm going to introduce you to him later. But before we do that, make sure you smash the like, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, let's get into the video, man. Yes, people. Good evening on this Friday night. Like I said, special guest in the building. Mr. Ste is in the house. Ste, pleasure to have you on the channel, man. How you doing?
I'm good, mate. Thanks for having me on. Biggest game of the season thus far, as you said. Lots to get through. Bitter rivals. But thank you. I heard your intro, mate, and the respect thing was reciprocated, mate. You're a top bloke, and it's always a pleasure to spend time with you, mate.
Cheers, man. Lovely to have you on. Obviously, we're a bit civil right now. It could get heated in a couple of minutes, but
I'll bring it on.
just a quick teaser for you. I want you to tell me your favorite Liverpool goal against Manchester United, just to test the waters quickly.
Well, there's a couple. It's got to be when Torres flattened Vidic and went through and poked it off the far post against Van der Sar. There are a few. There are a few.
The 4-1 at Old Trafford, right?
Yeah, mate. We always targeted Vidic. We always targeted him because he was a bit rash. Rio Ferdinand was a different kettle of fish, but we always targeted Vidic. We felt we could get at him, and at that time, mate, I think Torres was the best number 9 on the planet, mate. He was unplayable. He was big, strong, powerful. It wasn't just Vidic. He did that too, mate. He did it to them all. But that probably is the one that resonates with me because it's a mistake. It's and it's in your backyard, mate. And what more do I have to say? It's one of those, mate.
Sweet. I think we have a late entry joining the party. Obviously, he's setting up his mic and his camera. Known for being late, I'm heard, but he's here. The big man will introduce him later when he's ready. For me, actually, no. Tell me your best. Obviously, it's hard to say, but the one that stung you the most from United's side of point of view. So the goal that we scored, where you're thinking,
Do you know what? Rio Ferdinand, 2-0.
Oh, yes.
Right, it's a great finish.
Great,
that one and the Mata scissor kick really hurt me, mate.
Get me excited.
And the Rio, stop it, right? Okay, the Rio one is because Gary Neville fired us up that day, and we hated him, mate. We hated him with a passion. But I respect him as a pundit, by the way. When he doesn't try to talk about politics, I do listen to what he has to say. He needs to leave that well alone, mate. Yeah, the Ferdinand was a great finish, to be fair, on the swivel, top corner, bang, Reina, no chance. And then the Mata one, that was the first game when Manchester United decided to target our right-hand side of our defence and basically sat Fellaini on the edge of the box and fired everything into Fellaini. It was Van Gaal, wasn't it? Yeah, I liked Mata as a player. I thought he was technically very good. The difference with Rio Ferdinand is at the time when he scored, he didn't have a lot of time for Rio Ferdinand as a man. So it was difficult to take, mate. But it's gone. It's history. You get over it, don't you? And you have to. So, it's one of those painful on the day, but it's consigned to history now, mate. So I can live with it.
I respect it. I love that, man. Big up Rio, big up Mata. Now, like I said, introducing the main man that knows football.
Second main man.
The Don himself is in the building. Listen, I'm loving his content. I know he's a Liverpool fan, but his banter is top notch, and I'm loving every single time. Obviously, he gets onto Ollie. His Ollie in videos are actually the funniest. So I would love to see if we win, if he will continue with the Ollie in videos. But introducing another special guest, first time on the channel, Mr. Don Husam is in the building, bro. Lovely to have you on, man. How you doing?
Thank you. Happy to be here. Happy to work with you both as well. Worked with you both before, so big up to you both. Ste, when I'm here, I am the main man. Unfortunately, it's just what I'm. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Listen, the United Liverpool week is just hectic. It's just so hectic, man. I've been stream hopping like no other. It's just been stream on stream on stream. It's just been crazy. So listen, I'm happy to be here. I'm talking with my chest today because of how I feel about my team and how I've watched yours. So listen, it's happy days for me. Happy days.
Sweet. Just like I asked Steve, give me your favorite Liverpool goal against Manchester United off the top of your head, man.
Goal.
Yeah, in history.
Torres against Vidic, 4-1.
No, what is this, man?
That was mine. Get in there.
Why that one? All the goals you guys scored, why that one?
Listen, Jerry, you're going through it right now. When you're shit and you get a win over your biggest rivals, it means more than when you're good and you get a win over your biggest rivals. Because when you're good, you're chasing other goals like league title, etc. Going to Old Trafford, that was probably the best week of my life. Beating Madrid 4-0 and beating, United 4-1 at Old Trafford the same week. That was the only. I was a loudmouth my entire life. I think you can tell. But that week, like I was just extra loud, So like that week was amazing. So that Torres goal against Vidic, and from the new era, I'd say obviously there's another favorite one for me, the Danny Murphy free kick, but that's way too old. Like if only the old heads would remember that. So, but the second favorite has to be the Salah goal that won us the league, and for the first time, Anfield sang with conviction. Now you're gonna believe us. We're gonna win the league, and we went on and we won the league.
You know what's mad? I don't know what. It took you guys so long to sing that song. I think you was like 15 points clear.
We've been hurt way too many times. Come on.
I don't really believe it. I don't understand that. But
you know when you speak to a girl and she's had like 7 exes and all of them have just been bad exes. And like she's never gonna look at the new guy and go like he's the one, because she's just a bit too like shaky and like I have trust issues and that. So we had trust issues with our football club, but finally they delivered and we got that ring, which is the Premier League title. So I'm happy.
Big up. I remember Dan James chasing Salah, but I said, take him out, swipe him. He's just running with side by side and he slots it home, takes off his top. Alisson runs over. Yeah, that was a painful day. But yeah, going into Sunday's game, big game. Obviously, I just want to quickly recap on, the Champions League. We both got, 3-2 wins. Our one was a comeback. Your one was kind of lucky, if I can say that. Steve, coming to you, the Atletico Madrid game, man. Obviously, you got the W, but was there worrying signs, or was you happy with that performance?
You can go to Atletico Madrid and you can have a go, because nobody ever gets anything there. I think we're the first team to get a win there in 40 games. We're the first team to ever score 3 goals past the Diego Simeone side in the Champions League. Twitter and our rivals will make a lot of the fact that we were 2-0 up and they got it back to 2-2. And then they'll make a lot of the fact that it wasn't a sending off when it actually was. 100%, you can't be kicking a man in the head like that. He didn't mean it, wasn't malicious, but it is a sending off. Ours is a penalty and theirs isn't, because the guy steps across Jota and goes down like a sack of shit, because it's easy to do that. Yeah. Do you know what? Put it in a box, tie a knot round it, put it in the cupboard and forget about it. It's gone. 3 points in the bag, top of the group, 9 points. We need realistically 3 points in 3 games to guarantee going through and more than likely winning the group.
Yeah.
We would want to beat Atletico at home and want Porto to get results so we can dispatch Atletico from the competition, because that would be cool. It is what it is. It's a great win on a really tough place to go. We owed them that one. Revenge is a word you shouldn't use in football, but we owed them that one.
Yeah.
And Mighty Mo, top European Champions League goal scorer for Liverpool. So listen, we're running out of superlatives for this guy, aren't we?
I know.
Every week he does something different to make me and Husam smile, to make Husam come on and do those one-man videos, which I love, by the way. Keep doing them. Mate, it's going 20 games unbeaten in all competitions, so you could never be unhappy with that. Never.
Also, I got a quote. Is this true? Can you confirm?
Oh, Jack Murray. This is an interesting story. Listen, as soon as I got monetized, You know how you always remember your first ever super chat? This guy sent me a super chat. Husam is the top red, like to troll me, because it's the total opposite for me. So my first ever super chat on the channel will forever be Husam is the top red. So big up to you, Jack. Big up to you.
Big up Jack every time. But can you quickly talk about United's one? Like, what did you take from that? Amazing comeback. Obviously, I'll take it. Atalanta 2, United 3. Was you happy that we won, or would you have preferred us to come into this game on the back of 2 L's in a week?
Me or Ste?
Yeah, Husam, you, man.
Listen, Ollie's at the wheel, man. Ollie's at the
there
wheel.
It is.
I'm Ollie in. Look, some people like I get old school Liverpool fans and a few even new generation one who are like, oh, you're so disgusting for celebrating. I'm not celebrating the United win. I'm celebrating two different facts. The one fact I'm celebrating is I'm celebrating the fact that they don't go into our game with a loss behind them. So there's no, I want to, fix up for the fans. And the second thing I'm celebrating is I genuinely thought after watching that first half, 2-0 down, the scenario in my head was if they lose with 2-3 more goals in the second half, they end up losing 4-0. Ollie could lose his job and they might get a proper manager. And I wanted to face Ollie Sunday, which is why I actually was I probably was happier for the win than for the loss. Like, as much as I want United to lose every game, but in this specific scenario, I did want them to win at halftime, because I was like, man, if they get a new manager, we are done out here. Like, it's just
they would have not got a manager in a couple of days heading into this game.
Jerry, you're Man United. You're not Burnley. Relax. Relax. Do you really think? How long will that phone call last? Hello, we're Man United. We want you to be Man United manager. Okay, done. That's all you need. That's literally all you need. So, but look, the game, I think, all jokes aside, people just overdid it with the game, because I think Man United had a lot of chances as well. They made it act like only Atlanta had chances. Man United had way too many chances, but defensively, just an absolute shambles, man. Like, it's genuinely laughable. Like, it's actually laughable. Atalanta cut through you like a hot knife through butter in that first half, and in that second half, to be fair. But they have obviously the equivalent of Emil Heskey up front, just absolutely useless in front of goal. Like, Duvan Zapata got 2-3 chances and he's just useless. Like, he's just like absolutely useless, man. But look, comeback win. Does it make a difference to my life? Absolutely not whatsoever. It'll make a positive impact because Ollie's still the manager. And like, you go into Sunday without the Ollie judge being necessary, because his job is not in danger anymore, because you're safe in the Champions League now. You're 6 points top of the group. So that's something you can always lean back on. That's what I'm going to say. But here's the one thing with you, Jerry. Yeah. You just said something very interesting. You went like, we had the magnificent comeback win, but Liverpool were lucky, and you thought I was going to let it go. But I'm not going to let it go.
I'll put the quotation mark.
Never, ever do that. Never. Listen, I had an Arsenal fan speak to me. You know what he said? Because he watched the Liverpool Atletico game. Arsenal don't hate us like you hate us. And he said, like, the Champions League today, I know this is like way too much on a tangent, but anyway, the Champions League today taught us how to properly use VAR compared to the Premier League, where in the Premier League, they would have been like, oh, fuck, it's Old Trafford, let's give a penalty anyway. Over there, they used it the correct way. Griezmann karate kicked Firmino in the head. That's a red card under any circumstances, whether he intended or did not intend. Like, Firmino could have gotten knocked out from that kick. And with our penalty, Jimenez literally, not Jimenez, Hermoso, I believe it was, literally elbows Jota in the back as Jota is about to get the ball from across from Trent. So that's a definite penalty. And the third one, if you watch the replay from the angle where you're looking at both players, you can see Jota's actually doing nothing but just running. Like, Jota's actually just running, like he's just running back, and Jimenez just smashes himself into him. The ref bottled it under the pressure and gave the penalty, but VAR overruled it. So every single decision was correct. If it was applied this way in the Premier League, we wouldn't have any controversial calls, because they got all of them correct, in my opinion.
100%.
Yeah, I was even arguing about the pen Atletico got, because I thought there was contact, but it was too soft for me. Taking my bias hat off, I was thinking, if that was given against us, I'll be pretty annoyed. But let's talk about Sunday, man. Enough of the history lesson. Sunday, the biggest game. Listen, yeah, you're slapping that chest. Listen, I got the badge too, bro. I got our badge. Listen, Steve, let me come to you, man. Obviously, arms folded. You're not going to talk a bit of smack, but Liverpool right now.
Oh, I am.
Oh,
Yes, sir. You don't know Ste like that, bro. Come on, man. just because he's not hitting his chest doesn't mean he's not about to talk smack. He's gonna talk worse smack than me, fam. You wait and see.
Oh gosh. Liverpool unbeaten, like you said, in the last 20. You guys are flying. Salah on the form of his life. How are you guys feeling? You know,
Jerry, I think your audio is inaudible. Can you say that again? Liverpool are what? Sorry, I didn't actually.
Okay, yes, Liverpool are unbeaten in their last 20. No, I can't do this. Anyway, stick to me. But I can't keep bigging up Liverpool. You lot are just lumping it up. Guys, speak to me about Liverpool, man. Okay,
right. Okay, so here's the deal, right? We bring the quality, we win the game, end of, right? Because you cannot turn up and defend like United have been, right? Salah versus Maguire and the Luke Shaw we're seeing today instead of the one that went to the Euros. By the way, where is that guy? Because he's nowhere to be seen at the moment.
Roberto Carlos, he's nowhere to be seen.
Well, exactly. So if that's what we get, we win the game, right? We should be going to Old Trafford, all things being equal. The way things are going at the moment, pigeon-chested, take the quality to the game and win the game. We are better than Manchester United. We will not be overawed by the occasion. We know how to win. We know how to get things.
Previous years, you've played the occasion and not the game.
I think if you go and check the records, you haven't won in the last 10 Premier League meetings or something crazy like that. There's been a lot of draws. That's true. But to be fair, you ain't been defending like you are at the moment for a long time either. It is bad. But for David De Gea, we used to talk about this a few years ago, didn't we? But for David De Gea, you guys are in a lot of trouble. But the fact of the matter is, if we bring the quality, which I expect us to, we will win the game. But I'm not stupid enough to sit here and say you don't have your threats, because in the final third, you're very strong. But I do believe McFred, Lindelof, Maguire, and your two fullbacks will get exploited. They'll get absolutely ruined if we turn up on Sunday, mate. Absolutely ruined.
Husam, let me come to you. You was loving that Ste propaganda. Yeah, speak to me about Liverpool, man. Actually, speak to me about United. Who do you fear? I know you're confident going into the game, but let's analyze both teams. Who do you fear from Manchester United? Honestly, or do you think it's just a foregone conclusion? You come to OT, you turn up, you take the 3 points, and you go home.
This might be a crazy answer, but I don't fear Ronaldo. I fear Marcus Rashford. I feel like Marcus Rashford is the man for the big moment. Always delivers in big moments, always. But it's just when I look at him, I watched the game against Atlanta as well. He missed quite a few chances, didn't he? He actually did.
First half.
The thing is with Rashford, he probably needs 4 or 5 chances to score one. I don't want that sentence to come bite me in the back now. He'll get 2 chances for sure. But I just feel like he needs a few chances to score. But he's definitely the danger man for me. When it comes to Ronaldo, look, I'd be more worried if I saw Cavani up top than Ronaldo, because Cavani gives Cavani gives me that work rate. Yes, fact. Because Cavani gives you that work rate. At the end of the day, if you want to beat Liverpool, you can beat us one of 2 ways. There is no third way to beat us. First way is you park the bus and we just have a shit day at the office and we don't score. That's the first one. The second way is if you actually press us. That's the only way you can get anything away from Liverpool. If you play that Oli, just vibes and chill mixture of let's counterattack and have possession at the same time, it's gonna be a long night. Because if we get into the positions Atalanta got in, I could see this ending by 4 or 5. But with United, look, it's the same thing. It's genuinely just a managerial problem. I don't see a problem even with the players there. City have won the league without a striker. Liverpool won a league without a striker. Really, Firmino isn't really a striker. We've had teams win leagues without certain specific positions. Just because United doesn't have a DM doesn't mean they can't win the league. There are solutions from within, like a Donny van de Beek who offers control of the ball and possession. Sometimes you defend by holding possession. That's what Van Gaal did. That game, you guys, I heard you talking about earlier, the Juanfield game. How did you defend that game?
I didn't hear you. What game?
Nana, you heard me properly. Listen, how did you beat us that game? We just couldn't get the ball off you. That's literally the only thing. So he kept possession. So if Donny van de Beek's there alongside a Matic, for example, instead of McFred, you could have control of the ball. You could, just keep it simple, left, right, and stuff, move us around. But that won't happen because it's gonna be McFred. That's why I'm coming with my chest over here because of McFred.
To be fair, Fred and Bruno, we're gonna get into that. They've doubtful. I'm not sure if I believe that, but
they're fit. They're fit. He was reading off an auto cue. There's nothing wrong with them. Everybody's fit and available. You watch.
I'm just saying, Bruno's not playing. Mate.
Jerry, I'm telling you this now, right? There is no way Ole Gunnar Solskjaer plays poker, mate. You can read him like a book. Those guys are fit, mate. They will be there.
I called bluff as soon as I saw his face, immediately. Within a second. I was like, bluff. That's it. It's as simple as.
Cool.
There's no way. They're both playing.
Quickly, guys, give me your lineup. Like, what do you think Klopp's gonna go with?
I'll go first. Then he'll go Alisson. He'll go the usual suspects at fullback, Trent and Robertson. He'll go Matip and Van Dijk. Why wouldn't he? That's the top defensive partnership for us. And right now, Matip is probably the better of the two players, if I'm being honest with you. In the midfield, he will go with. I believe he'll go with Henderson, he'll go with Fabinho, and I think he'll play Naby Keita because Naby Keita is pressing quite well at the minute, and he needs sometimes to be taken off in the game to understand what the manager wants from you and to get the message across. That will learn a lot from that substitution, just as he did when he did the same thing against Real Madrid. There are times when Naby switches off. But that said, what a goal he scored. So, and he's scoring good goals at the minute. And then the front three will pick themselves. And the reason why the front three picks themselves is you can play Donny van de Beek, like Husam says, and you can play Matic. Roberto Firmino loves playing in a position where you can't use your central defensive midfielders. He's very clever. Just ask Jorginho or Rodri how difficult it is to play against Liverpool where Bobby Firmino plays, because the man is ridiculously intelligent. What a football brain that fella's got. If you play Jota can't play with everything going on around him in like a 360 circumference. Jota is more of a threat for Mane than he is Firmino for me, because he needs to play with nobody behind him. So you get that when you come off the flanks. Yeah. So Liverpool's team picks itself right now. My only concern is, I'm going to be honest, and I don't know whether Sam agrees, Jordan Henderson is desperately looking for some form at the moment. And I need him. I need him to have a big one tomorrow. Yeah, he is, mate. He's getting caught the wrong side of the ball a couple of times, and if you freeze frame things, his positional sense. I don't think he's 100% fit from the injury he had last season. But we've got no Thiago. He's running, but he's not playing. We've got no Curtis Jones, but you wouldn't play Curtis Jones at Old Trafford anyway, because we need to control the midfield. I think Henderson will play for leadership qualities, and hopefully this is the game when he gets a little bit of form back. And it worries me.
Wow, I didn't know about the Henderson stuff. Husam, you're shaking your head. I'm guessing you agree with the Henderson shots because
look, the problem is with Henderson, he always never offered something going forward. I'm totally okay with that. I'm okay with it. But what he offered is work rate, defensive ability, control, simple passes. Even the stuff he offered, he doesn't offer as much right now. And people just Liverpool journalists sometimes just piss me off so much because they just like to scapegoat certain players in the fan base in the team, like a Keita and etc. But it's just so clear and obvious. Like Henderson alongside Milner were actually worse than Keita against Atletico. Henderson was our worst performer even against City. He's just not performing at all, Henderson. And it's never really the what can I get going forward with Henderson. I never expect anything going forward from him. What I'm looking at with Henderson is, what are you giving me defensively? What are you giving me in terms of passing, in terms of control, in terms of helping Trent out? It's just an absolute shambles right now from Henderson. And I'll take it a step further. I'd probably feel more comfortable in a win if Henderson was dropped against Man United.
Whoa, Captain Fantastic.
Yes. First of all, Captain Fantastic is Steven Gerrard. Don't ever say Captain Fantastic to Jordan Henderson.
I mean, he's your best ever captain.
Jerry, he's not our best ever captain. Graham Souness is Liverpool's best ever captain by a country mile. You dare not play for that guy. I'll tell you that now. Right. But the thing I'm trying to say is with Henderson is that he's just had a contract renewal. He's out of form. I agree with Husam. All the things that Husam just said are perfectly true. His injury at the back end of last season was horrendous. It was an awful injury. Some players don't ever recover from that injury. basically the injury that exploded. If you've seen the slow-mo, the violent tremor through the whole of his leg, that went big style, mate. And he was driving off that leg when it went as well. So it probably couldn't have had a worse injury for a man that needs to be mobile, that needs to be in your face, that needs to be covering defensively. Listen, all these conversations about Trent Alexander not being able to defend, which is garbage, right? All these conversations come from the fact that
yes, they are garbage. Don't you dare give that look, Jerry.
Here's a man that's only second to Kevin De Bruyne in assists in the last 3 years.
Defending,
It's 2021, Jerry, not 1945.
Hear me out, Jerry. What do you want? A world-class creator or a world-class fullback? Because you can't have both. You can't. It's physically impossible. So when the Liverpool system is, and I'll say it again, and I keep saying it till people start understanding what Trent's position in the team is, when Trent gets advanced to the midfield, Jurgen Klopp is not looking at Trent for defensive responsibilities. He's saying to Jordan Henderson, get in that gap. He's saying to Fabinho, step across to the right-hand side. And he's saying to the right centre-back, just come 5 yards closer to Henderson. When we concede goals from Trent's position and he's out of position because he's been assisting or creating, Klopp is not looking at Trent for someone to look at to say, why did we concede that goal? And he hasn't sat down with him at the start of the season and said to him, you need to improve defensively. What he has said to him is, go and create me 30 goals this season. He's the risk taker. He's the playmaker. And it sounds crazy because he's a right back. Yeah. And he's the guy in the team that we will be happy if he gives the ball away 50 times and creates 2 goals and we win the game. So people need to just recognise that Liverpool's system is really weird with regards to Trent's position and where he creates from. But we don't look at him as a defender. He might be lining up as a right back, but we do not look at him as a defender. So the rest of Twitter and all you guys, all due respect, Jerry, needs to.
So fun, man.
No.
Jerry, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go on, Husam.
Just based on what Ste have said. Yeah. Imagine me, you, and Ste are sitting here 11 years ago, and we were having the same discussion regarding Dani Alves and Arbeloa. Would you be sitting there and saying Arbeloa is better defensively, so he's the better right back?
I was just messing with you guys. All this Trent propaganda, I've never agreed with.
Listen, there is 2 players you cannot mess with, and that's Steven Gerrard and that's Trent Alexander-Arnold. The rest,
that's
we'll take banter. But as long with Trent, first of all, you can't mess with him because the things he's done. Just so many people are just like, everything Steve just said is just music to my ears, and I'm injecting it into my veins because every single person just runs that same boring agenda. He can't defend.
Honestly, guys, with Trent, I rate Trent, so I'll take Trent in a heartbeat. When I look at, obviously, guys in the channel,
I mean, you have fish on a bicycle. Of course, you're going to take Trent. So
the guys know my thoughts on Wan-Bissaka. I do not rate him one bit. Like, although obviously facing Liverpool on Sunday, I think we're going to need him with money on that side, but I'll take Trent in a heartbeat. I mean, his assist.
Jerry, let me just say, right, man, I've got big love for you, man. So that wasn't directed at you. That's directed at all the FIFA virgins on Twitter that think they know what Trent Alexander does, mate. You know what I mean, mate? I love you, Jerry. You're a top man. You've been on my pod loads of times. So let's have that. Not get that twisted, man. It's not directed at you, fella.
Now, Trent is world class, man. Like, obviously.
There you go, Jerry. Hey!
He's always been that. He's changed that fullback position. I mean, not revolutionized. I know that was a topic like a couple months ago, but
no. He's not right back in the true sense, mate. Let's not quote LFC Sonny on here, mate. We can't be doing that.
I big up him though. Big up him. But quickly, guys, let's do a quick combined 11. I know this could be a bit peak for me, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try, man. I'm going to try. So, actually, no, quick, Husam, give me your team for Sunday quickly.
My team.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna go with a controversial team, but do I give a fuck? No, I don't. So I'm gonna say it. Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk, Matip, Robertson. I'm gonna go for Fabinho. I'm gonna go for Oxlade-Chamberlain. My favorite. I just fucking love Oxlade-Chamberlain. And Naby Keita. Listen, never disrespect the Ox. Make no mistake, the Ox at Liverpool is a different animal.
Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Yes. Trust me. Listen, I've seen. Listen. The Ox in the last 2 years has had more Champions League than your club in the last 12. So respect Oxlade-Chamberlain. Anyway, look. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Naby Keita. You know what's very funny? Ste, I know this probably would have been crazy if me and you were having the conversation this summer, but we actually miss Harvey Elliott. Like, I genuinely wish we could have played him this game. Like, I wish him well, man. I genuinely wish him well. I'd play Oxen Keita or Oxen Henderson or Keita and Henderson. I'd give the nudge to Henderson because he's the captain and all that shit. So just give it to him and be like, just go out there and run your heart out and cover for Trent, please. That's the one thing I'm gonna like literally just drill into Henderson's head. Cover for Trent, cover for Trent, cover for Trent. Just gonna drill it into his brain. And the usual front three. Now, there's one thing Klopp could do, and that's resort to a 4-2-3-1 with Firmino playing in the 10. I'll tell you why specifically for this game this could work. If he goes to a 4-2-3-1, plays Firmino in the 10 and Mane, Salah, Jota ahead of them, so he plays all four together. One thing that could do is, because of how easily Man United's midfield is getting sliced through every game, you're talking about Firmino getting the ball in a dangerous position probably 4 or 5 times in like 20-25 minutes with 3 goal scorers ahead of him. So it could be probably a dangerous situation, maybe. However, I'm not going to play that. I'm going to go for 4-3-3. But I think that's another scenario we could resort to if it's not going our way.
Right. I'll tell you why I don't like 4-2-3-1, and Mane suffers from this more than Salah does. Jota will be in the spaces those guys want to run into now, and it strangles the space in the final third. So I've got to be honest with you, I despise that formation. I do not want to see that. We're going to need 3 in midfield, mate. We're going to need 3 in midfield.
Fair enough.
That's my opinion. Listen, I respect George. You know that. Yeah. But I just don't want to see it.
Oxlade-Chamberlain
gives me nightmares.
Write it down right now.
You guys have both admitted the great Milner, which I find a bit strange.
No, he can't play on the stretch, Jerry. He can't play on the stretch. Whenever the game's stretched, Liverpool have to work backwards quickly. James Milner should have been sent off against Manchester City. We know this. James Milner should have been booked within 5 minutes against Crystal Palace, which changes the dynamic of that game completely.
He shouldn't have been sent off.
Husam,
No. Wait. Henderson made the foul before Milner, so you can't give a yellow for the follow through.
Sam, there were others, mate. He got away with it. There were others as well.
Fair enough.
You know when the referee goes that one, and that one. That would have been the second yellow card. And he should have got booked against Zaha inside of 5 minutes. That would have changed the dynamic of his performance. Listen, James Milner is the best free transfer in football history. He left Manchester City, came to Liverpool, and he's got a pile of winners' medals. He's a top pro. We need to keep him at the club when he's finished. But he's absolutely boosted, so he doesn't need the money, so he'd do it for love rather than for money. He is everything that... I don't know if any of you guys saw the video where Klopp substituted him and he queried it, and then we scored, and then they had a hug and a laugh, right? You can't teach people to be that way. So James Milner is amazing around the club, but Manchester United is not a game for James Milner. Really isn't.
Also, Jerry, just before you move on with Milner played against Watford and he played against Atletico. So, and we have to play Preston, remember? And I don't want no first team member against Preston. So are we saying Milner can play Watford, Atletico, Man United, Preston? I don't think that's possible. So he definitely needs to be rested this game. Come on the last 10 minutes to shore things off, but that's as far as I'd go with him.
Okay.
To smash Bruno and get a yellow card. That'll do.
Yes.
We got less than 10 minutes before we both, all go on to other streams. So I'm just going to quickly, kind of conclude it with the combined 11. Can I just give you my combined 11, right? My combined 11 is on the left-hand side of the pitch is Liverpool, on the right-hand side of the pitch is Manchester United. That's it, done and dusted. If you guys want to do a combined 11, I can't be doing combined 11 bollocks, mate. I'll sit here and watch you two do it. You two knock yourselves out, so I'm going to sit and watch. All right, come on, Husam, let's go. Goalkeeper.
Form or ability, or both?
Form. Obviously, unavailable players right now.
I see what you did there. Because your goalkeeper's in good form, you went, form.
No.
That's naughty, that.
No, but even if I did ability, it's still...
ability you'd probably try get a few more in there, but fair enough. We'll go form because we can't ignore the way both teams have been playing this season. So
I'm going
goalkeeper, Alisson.
No.
You're actually gonna argue for De Gea, who just conceded 4 against Leicester and got dinked by Tielemans, then conceded 2 against Atalanta.
Bro, you guys conceded by Brentford. How much did you concede? 3?
And
What do you mean?
Alisson was man of the match against Atletico Madrid.
Where you conceded 2 goals. What?
Listen, hand on heart, Jerry. You know.
Hand on heart. This season, De Gea has been the best goalkeeper. I'm not even joking.
Right, I'll be the
No,
referee, right?
crazy.
Yeah, whoa.
The best keeper in the
I'm
league. The best
refereeing.
keeper in the league is neither of them. The best keeper in the league right now is Mendy. On form.
Us two,
Right.
De Gea has been better.
Right, okay. So
I
we'll
disagree.
tell you what we'll do. We'll put a hyphen next to them, and we'll just leave it as it is. One says De Gea, otherwise it'll be here till 11 o'clock, and one says Alisson, and we'll move on. That's fair enough, isn't it?
There's no way I'm gonna give you Alisson, because Alisson literally won the Lev Yashin award. Like, that's how much he's a good keeper. And this season, Steve will tell you right now, he has saved probably 9 million one-on-ones we get because of
Have you seen De Gea this season? Oh my
Yes,
days.
he just conceded 4 to Leicester and 3 to Atalanta.
I would say that this double save against Duvan Zapata, they were both right down his throat, mate. He didn't have to move.
You ain't watched all our games. He saved us many times. The West Ham last.
Yeah, he saved you like 4 years ago.
Like,
4 years ago, it would have been De Gea, not
we're
now.
not gonna do that.
Why is Dean Henderson in the team? Why are there people who say start Henderson then?
Wait,
Why?
Have you heard that this season?
Yes.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
Of Henderson this season. We don't even know if.
Okay, we'll do hyphen, because I'm never gonna give you De
There's
Gea.
never a hyphen. De Gea is in net. Right back.
No, he isn't. No, he
I'll
isn't.
give you Trent. There's no point talking about Trent.
No point talking. There's no give you. He goes in there.
You get the. You know what? You get the whole back for it. It is. Because I can't argue for Maguire, Luke Shaw. Obviously, Varane. If he was doing ability, I would have put him alongside Van Dijk. But
Jerry, I'll say this. If you'd argued for any of that back 4, I'm looking at the leave button, brother. So don't do that, mate. It's definitely the 4.
Yes, don't go there. Come on. That's too much.
Midfield, I'll go for Fabinho.
This is where you get one Man United player, and you better select the correct one.
Fabinho. Obviously, Bruno's in there, 100%.
No, he is.
No, you picked the wrong one. You picked the wrong one.
You picked the wrong one.
Wait. What do you mean?
Paul Pogba.
Fabinho, Pogba, Keita. That's the correct one.
Nah, I'm sorry. Bruno has to get in there. Keita.
No.
Wait, 1 sec. You said based on this season.
Yeah, this season. Bruno has to be.
So you're saying Bruno has been good this season? Look me in my eye and say it right now. Look at me and say it without smiling. Say Bruno has been good.
Bro, he has.
Look at the smile. You don't even believe it. I swear you don't even believe it.
Naby Keita, you're having a laugh.
Naby Keita has been good. Ask Steve. He's the referee here. Naby Keita has actually been great this season. Honestly speaking,
he's been better for you, but I wouldn't say he's been good. He's improved better than what he was.
Okay, so you, what would you do then? Would you put in Pogba and Bruno then?
Fabinho, Pogba, Bruno.
What Bruno does is
I think Pogba gets in there because Pogba has consistently performed throughout the season. Bruno has been hit and miss.
He hasn't though. See, he played well in the first 3-4 games. Apart from that, he ain't done nothing.
Yeah, because
so when Pogba came in against Atlanta, he didn't change the game in terms of control of the game.
But look at Bruno. Bruno got 2 assists, bro. He changed.
When did Bruno get the assists? When Pogba came on.
Nah.
Because Pogba actually is the better player and controls the game.
In that logic, they both get in. Simple.
No, they don't. Bruno this season doesn't get in. Name one good Bruno performance besides the first Leeds game. Go on. There you go. Keita gets in the team. Done. Don't do that. Name Steve. Ask me. Name a good Keita performance. Atletico Madrid, Watford. I can go.
Atletico. He cost you both.
What do you mean he come off? He was the better one out of the 2 midfielders. Henderson and Milner were shite. Am I lying, Steve?
You're correct.
There you go. He was the better
goals.
one, Jerry. You said you didn't watch the game, brother.
He cost you both goals, mate.
But Bruno and Pogba wouldn't. Both of them. Listen, I just asked you a simple question. We're talking on form. We're 8 games in. I said besides the first game against Leeds, tell me the good game. You were like, because you can't think of one.
I mean, West Ham he played well. Champions League.
Oh, that's cap. Are you saying about the 3-2 win against West Ham? Bruno played well. That's a lie right there. That's a lie right there. I did a watch along for that game. That's a lie. Don't go there.
Keita's just been doing 6s and that's it. He ain't been special. What's he done?
Bruno's been doing 5s.
But Bruno's near the top goal scorer and assist. Listen, that's what he does. For me,
Because of the Leeds game. There you go.
Keita's been all right. He ain't been special. And Henderson,
Bruno's been all right. He ain't been special.
Yeah, Bruno hasn't been special either.
Better than Keita.
Keita scored 2 absolute worldies.
Ability, yes, but form, no.
Keita scored 2 absolute worldies. That goal the other night was ridiculous.
We're going to hyphen the hell out of that.
Okay, hyphen that one then. Move on.
Front three,
all Liverpool. Move on.
No way. You get the wingers, Ronaldo's up front. Simple. We're finished.
Why? Why? Tell me why.
What do you mean why? Have you seen what he's done since he's come in?
Jerry, listen? When we first started this, I asked you, do you want it on form or on ability?
If we did like a mixture of both now.
No. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Listen, if we said genuinely, I'll be honest. If we said ability, I could probably give you 4 or 5 Man United players.
Yeah.
Ability. But form, you need to be real with yourself. You're below Tottenham Hotspur. You're below Brighton. On what world do you do on form? You play better than us.
We're talking about the players, though. Ronaldo has been in good form. He's got like 6 in 7 games. What do you mean?
How many have Firmino scored?
I don't know. I really don't know. You guys are gonna have to tell me.
By the way, Ronaldo scored 4 in the Prem.
Yeah, I'm talking about in all competitions.
Oh, all competitions. But Firmino was injured at the start.
Every Champions League game we've had, he scored.
I don't even think wasn't Firmino out for the first one, for the first 2.
Yeah.
He was out for the first 2.
That's not my fault.
Oh my God. Then you're gonna have to take Bruno out because you can't have Bruno, Pogba, Ronaldo. That's a lie right there. That's just too much.
Listen,
because you're below Brighton. That's why. On form. That's why you're below Brighton. On form.
Guys, like Steve said, I'm sorry. This is my channel, and I'm not having it. I'm not having it. But listen, guys.
Based on ability, I'd give you Ronaldo. I'd give you Bruno. I'd give you Pogba. I'd give you Varane. Based on ability, I'd generally give you all of them. But based on form, it's a different discussion.
Ronaldo has to. The GOAT has to.
You really think on ability I'd argue Keita over Bruno? Of course I wouldn't.
Of course you wouldn't.
On ability, Bruno, yes. But on form, it's Keita, hands down.
Okay, whatever floats your boat, mate. But guys, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you both on. I really appreciate it, man. Big up.
Now, what's your prediction? You have to tell me.
Yeah,
I want to hear
that. Big up Husam, big up Ste. Obviously, we've got other commitments. But just to finish off the main part of the stream, Sunday, Ste, what's the score going to be, man?
First of all, fair play to you, mate. You've been on with 2 Bolshy Scousers, 2 Bolshy Liverpool fans, and we've tried to tear you a new one, mate. You've manned up and taken it, mate. Well done. Appreciate that. Much respect. I think Liverpool win 2 or 3-1. I'm going to go 2-1. I think Liverpool will be 2-0 up and United will score a late goal and everyone's arses will be going. All the Liverpool fans will be bottling it, but we'll hang on, mate. So, and you know what? Those are the games I hate the most, but I would imagine I think if we bring the quality, we win the game.
All right. Husam, what you say, man? Be smart.
He's going to be naughty.
See this. It's going to be Liverpool 4. Man United 1. We're going to tear you an absolute new one. It's going to be Torres against Vidic. It's going to be 4-1. It's going to be humiliation. I'm going the opposite of Steve. I'm going Man United score first. Then they crumble under pressure. Liverpool, they smell blood. They score 4. 2 in the first, 2 in the second. We absolutely destroy you. And we come home with 3 points. And Ollie stays in the job as well, so I can sing the Ollie song to answer your question at the start of the show. So there you go.
I can't lie, that's a bold prediction. For me, I'm going 3-2 United, man, because obviously during the week, 3-2, I mean, you guys will probably score first, and I think that's when we click into gear. You know, the fans, obviously last season, you kind of got away with it with no fans being there. Now, on Sunday, Old Trafford, packed house, is going to be different.
How many did you hold last season?
Anyway, listen, there was no fans, they don't count. Like you guys won the Premier, no fans, they don't count. Anyway.
Okay, then our losing streak at Anfield doesn't count then.
I said this to my Liverpool mates. I said, when you guys are losing...
Okay, you're consistent. You're consistent, at least.
With fans, you guys are not losing 6 in a row at Anfield. It's never going to happen. So, listen, with the fans back, I'm predicting a 3-2 United win. Bruno, if he plays, to get 2, and obviously CR7 to get the winner. guys, like I said, it's been an absolute pleasure. So just quickly, Husam, let them know where they can find you.
First of all, big up Jerry. Thanks for having me. I actually do appreciate it, man. It's an absolute pleasure always working with you. I think the first time we worked together was on a random video regarding refereeing, but that's a different discussion for a different day. So big up Jerry, man. Thank you so much for having us. Big up Ste. Always a pleasure working with you as always, man. Big up to you. My channel is called This Is Football.
Yes.
It's a channel for all football fans. I'm actually going live in 7 minutes to do an Arsenal versus Aston Villa watch along.
Come on, Villa.
Yes. No, come on,
Villa.
Arsenal. So it's not necessarily like just Liverpool content. It's content for everyone. So come over, subscribe, like, and the videos and all that good stuff. And please subscribe to this channel as well. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that notification bell. Hit all. Like the video right now, you pagans. The like button is free. Smash that like button. Why do you enter a video and not like it? Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Like the video right now. It's free. The like button is free, brother. Like it right now. Like the video right now. Big up, Jerry. Thanks for having me.
Oh, mate, I love that. And Steve obviously won't jump in another stream soon, but let them know where they can find you on the socials.
You can get me on Copped, which is my new channel. Basically, we've reinvented that. Got some good bodies coming on there. And the big one, guys, is I've done a pre-recording for TalkSport 2, which goes out at 5 p.m. on TalkSport 2 tomorrow night. For me, that's massive because that's like, you can only dream of doing things like that. It's big shit, that is. Yeah. 5 p.m. tomorrow, guys. Please tune in. I'm on there with Flex. It's a Man U Liverpool thing with a host. And it's quality. It's 15 minutes of your life. Please tune in. Come and follow me on Copped. Subscribe to my channel. I've only got 104 subscribers, guys. I need some help. Please come and help me out.
Yeah, we all need some help. Yeah, like I said, I'm on the stream with Steve on Osman Talks United. You guys know Osman. We're gonna talk about Premier League predictions and whatnot, so that should be fun. Yeah. But guys, listen. It's been another United team talk. Thank you for joining. Sunday, oh mate, we'll be back for the match reaction. Hopefully it's a win for United, because if it's not, oh look at these two, man, they're just loving it. But listen, guys, like I said, we'll be back on Sunday for the match reaction. Make sure you're tuned in, subscribe if you're new, like the video. I will see you in the next one. Peace.